Welcome back, Stasa23 here, back again with some knife therapy. And before I get started, if you like knife content and you're not already, please think about hitting that subscribe button. And if you like this particular video, please give it a big thumbs up so I know you're enjoying the content. And if not, thumbs down works as well. And today I'm going to give you my top 10 budget knives ranging from $50 to $100 for 2020, and I had to break them up because there's so many awesome ones. If you hadn't checked out my top 10 for 2020 budget knives, $50 and under, go watch that video after this one. There was a lot of good ones there. So let's get started. We're going to start from 10 all the way to 1, just like we did in the last one. And we're going to start out with the Kershaw Tumbler at number 10. The Tumbler, it made 10 because it's priced high, you know, in comparison of value towards some of these other knives. The skinny handle and these hard edges right here, kind of uncomfortable whenever you're squeezing really hard. I do like the knife. It's D2. It's a CIVIVI design. It's attractive, G10 with that carbon fiber laminate in the middle. That doesn't look bad. Subframe lock deep carry. Cool design. Also a poor edge termination right there. And for, you know, $54, I don't know, they could have did a little bit better. So that's why it made number 10. All right, the next one is the Kubas Vagrant in titanium. The Vagrant comes in at right at $100, so right at that price point ceiling. You get Austin steel, and it's a Max, I can't say his name, design. Hadn't done my video on this one yet. I think I'm going to combine a few Kubas that I have, but I like this knife a lot. It's comfortable in hand. The jimping is a little harsh, but other than that, nice. You can spidey flick it. It's on bearings. Very, very smooth. Got titanium hardware, titanium pocket clip, and it's just that perfect size for my medium-sized hands. It is also a little bit thick behind the edge. That's another reason why it didn't make it higher on the list for me personally. But that is the Kubas Vagrant. I will try to leave a link to all these knives if they are available in the description box. All right, the next one is the Quiet Carry Eddie. Only reason this one didn't make it any higher is because I haven't had it long enough to get enough use to where I felt, you know, like it could have got bumped up. And it's a small knife, you know. This is a 5th pocket knife. It could be your only knife if you wanted. I was able to use this in a lot of ways and sharpen it a few times. 20 CV steel. Quiet Carry makes some good knives. Very, very smooth. This is the Quiet Carry Eddie holding up that number 8 spot. I don't know if it said the price. It's $100. Coming in at the number 7 spot, you have the CJRB Rhea. This one comes in at $55. This is a Knife Center exclusive. They're still available, or at least whenever I shot this video they are. It is in their proprietary steel, the AR RPM9. That basically is a powdered metallurgy form of 9CR is what I've heard. The exclusive comes with pack of wood. You can also get it in a marble carbon fiber scale. Scales are shadow boxed. And also the exclusive comes with this milled titanium pocket clip. The reason why this one was further down on the list is because coming from factory, it's kind of hard to get to that. It's not the easiest to get to that lock. They got that little cutout, and you kind of got to use your fingernail to push it over. And even though I love the aesthetics of this pocket clip, it is super, super duper tight. I'm definitely going to fix that, but I didn't want to do it before this video. Excellent action. Just a good little EDC and a very, very good slicer. Nice thin stock. So that's why it made this list. And also, you can also get it in micarta as well. And the micarta was not an exclusive, but it does not come with the pocket clip. I was thinking about swapping the same steel on the micarta version. There you go. That's the CJRB Rhea. The next one is the Saviviodium. This is a smaller knife. This is a Ferrum Forge collaboration. Ferrum Forge Knife Forge collaboration in D2 steel. You can get it in several different color variations: non-coated, coated, G10 scales, skeletonized. Great flipping action. You got a nice forward finger choil, so you can get a 4-finger grip even though it's a smaller knife. You have somewhat contoured scales. Very, very comfortable in hand though. Tip up, left or right hand carry, deep carry. And the Odium comes in at $52, holding up the number 6 spot. And the reason why it was out of this one or the Mini Archbishop. And the Mini Archbishop would have probably beat out the Odium, but the Mini Archbishop is I couldn't find it available. It may be available, but I know it's a lot easier to get the Odium, so that's why I put the Odium rather than the Mini Archbishop. But they're very similar. The Mini Archbishop was just branded by Ferrum Forge. And one thing I do like more about the Mini Archbishop is the pocket clip. I love this pocket clip, and I much rather it over the Savivi branded pocket clip. There you go. Mini Archbishop, Odium. Oh, and the Mini Archbishop is in 9CR. They're stainless steel in their budget line. Alrighty, next up in the number 5 spot is the large feldspar in the micarta handles. You can get it in G10 and have it under that $50 price point, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you definitely can. But with the micarta D2, it comes in at $53. I love this knife. It's a good workhorse. I keep this. It comes in the shop with me a lot. Very smooth. This is the large version, 3.5-inch blade, contoured scales. They outsource their micarta from here in the States, in the U.S., and it shows. Very, very nice micarta. It's aging nicely. Deep carry pocket clip, left or right hand carry, comfortable thumb studs, comfortable action. And if this isn't your cup of tea, I got a secondary, and that is the CJRB Centros in micarta. This is a Dylan Mallory design. Both of these are really nice. I kind of like them for different reasons, and they're both, you can't really go wrong with either one of them. I tend to grab this one a little bit more just because of it's got a little bit wider of a handle, so it's a little bit more comfortable for my hands. Both of them are in D2. Both of them very nice. The Centros does not have the nested liners like the feldspar does. Alrighty, this is getting into the tough choices for me, at least. And we are at the number 4 spot. And the number 4 spot, this is, in my opinion, the best value on the list by far. And that is the QSP Penguin. This is the Knives Plus exclusive with the, I think they call it the Raindrop carbon fiber. And it's in CPMS 35VN. I've used this a good bit. I've done all my little tests with it, and it does just as good as any other S35VN knife I own. It's not super thin behind the edge. You can kind of see that into the grind. But it's a great little work knife. It's one that I like a lot. you know, especially for the price. This is the D2 variant. You can also, and the carbon fiber variant comes in at $70. If you don't like the carbon fiber and you want the micarta, you can get these micarta scales with the S35VN at Knives Plus for $60, $10 cheaper. So that's just a crazy value. You can get the carbon fiber 70, micarta, denim micarta 60. That's just absurd. Alrighty, in the number 3 spot, the Savivi Ortis. Not just any regular Ortis, because this one doesn't have any FRN. This one has some beautiful carbon fiber that's been milled, so it really dances off the light. And they did this black Damascus. I'm not a big fan of this type of the way they do this Damascus. It almost looks like they're etching the blade and then they're putting a coating over it. I don't know. And mine just shows a lot of grinding, like scratches. I guess they said they tried to hand rub it. I don't know. But it is a super thin hollow grind. Very comfortable in hand. Lightweight. Nice snappy action. Deep carry pocket clip, left or right hand. Very, very good offering and highly recommend it if you're okay with the Damascus. And the Damascus is layered 9CR, and these came in at $89. Alrighty, the number 2 spot is not technically a new knife for 2020, but this variant is, so that's how it made the list, and that is the CIVIVI Elementum and S35VN. This particular variant, it doesn't come with the thumb stud. Sorry, peeps. I did that myself. I just thought it was a perfect thumb stud knife. And the green micarta variant is no longer in stock, but at the time that I've shot this video, let's see, its Blade HQ has a coated blade like this and a non-coated blade with JG10 and S35VN right now in stock. So if you want one, go get it. This variant came in at $81 with the S35VN and the micarta. The Jade one that they have in stock right now is $80. It's like $79.99 with the JG10 and either coated or non-coated. Definitely an excellent deal. Super slicey blade, nice and thin stock, nice deep hollow grind. I've sharpened mine several times. Takes a screaming edge, and just an awesome offering. I mean, everybody knows how good the CIVIVI Elementum is. That's why they make it in so many different flavors. Alrighty, and this one I've grown to love more and more the more I use it, and that is the Ferrum Forge Knife Works Stinger, my number 1 pick. This is the first time that we've seen Nitro V in a production folder that is at the $90 price point. They also had one on drop. I can never remember the name. That is that was brought to us by God dog it. Y'all let me know down in the comments. I can't remember, but that's not the point here. Nitro V is good steel. I love the blade finish on there. I love the fullers. I love how thin and lightweight this knife is. That pocket clip is awesome. Love it. They countersunk that pocket clip screw, so it'll get in there. You got a nice little ramp. Perfect. Goes in and out of the pocket perfectly. G10 scales. Comfortable in hand. You got a usable forward finger choil. I've sharpened this one. I think I'm either on the third. I'm on the third or fourth sharpening because I was just trying to see, how this Nitro V held up, and it does just fine for everybody's regular EDC task. I mean, I wish they would have maybe rock welded a little bit harder. Seems like it's in that 58, 59 range just by the way it's holding an edge. but that's perfectly fine for my EDC task. And the action on this thing's awesome. I like the little Ferrum Forge branded logo pivot right there. That's a captured pivot. That's really cool. And overall, I just think this is an excellent knife. I recommend this one all the time. Excellent design, flipper tab. Love how it's kind of canted back right there. That's one thing Ferrum Forge does so great, is designing flipper tabs. And they do great designs as well. So, number 1, the Stinger Nitro V, produced by We Knives, $90. Number 2 was the S35 VN Elementum, that are currently in stock at Blade HQ right now. Not this one, but the Jade scales. The CIVIVI Artist in the number 3 spot. This is the Damascus carbon fiber. In the number 4 spot, the best value of all the bunch right here, the QSP Penguin, Knives Plus exclusive in the Raindrop carbon fiber. And the number 5 spot, the large feldspar in the OD Green Canvas Micarta D2. Awesome, awesome knife. There you go. Oh, and before I stop the video, I have 2 honorable mentions, and I'll tell you why this one didn't. The first is the Cold Steel 4 Max Scout. Excellent knife. But this knife for me was best EDC knives, and even though I carry this every now and again, it's not an EDC for me. This is, I mean, look how big it is. It just looks like a giant compared to the rest of these. But the action on this thing's super smooth. It's in AUS 10. Excellent, excellent design. And I saw them on Knife Center for $77 or something like that. Now, they're not in stock, but you can pay that $77, and whenever they ship, they will ship it to you. But I picked this up for $100, I think, on Amazon. Just a really cool beast of a blade with a 4-inch massive blade. Very cool. I had the G10 one, and I'll say I prefer this one as far as the action goes. And there's my 1 honorable mention, and 2. The next honorable mention would be the Savivi Appalachian Drifter. The main reason why, there's 2 reasons why this one didn't make the list. One, because it's a little unsafe, and I know I got a comment saying, you know, if you use it how you're supposed to use a knife, then it's not unsafe. But let me just tell you, whenever, okay, I was testing that theory, and I was holding the hammer grip, and I was cutting through some thick cardboard, and it binded up, and my natural reflex pulled up like that out, and it came down, and luckily it caught into the box, or I would have got a nice little gash. So for that reason, and for the fact that I hadn't got to use it enough to really say, it didn't make this list. But man, if they made this in a liner lock, I would be all over it. So there you go. That is my top 10. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. And I want to thank everybody for being there and subscribing to the channel. Y'all are awesome, especially all my loyal supporters that always comment on all my videos. Even though I don't always get to respond to every one of them, I read every single one of them, and I appreciate it more than y'all ever know. All right, guys and girls, I hope everybody's having an absolute wonderful day, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.